So it's a little slow, but it's working.
Right. I could see that. There's like a little delay, but sometimes that's just like when you first start out and then it gets better after.
I hope so. And then here's your perfect example of a house that needs a rehab.
I love the wallpaper though. That wallpaper is fire. I don't know what you're talking about.
I told Amir, I said, I love my mom, but this wallpaper is horrendous. It reminds me of American Horror Story Hotel.
That's so not nice.
I told her. I was like, Mom, I could take some fabric softener and some warm water and I could take all this down like within 10 minutes.
And I can bring you into this decade.
But she said, I don't want you to take it down unless I have the paint here. Go get the paint. Go get it now.
What I love the most is even the light fixture has the wallpaper on it. Do you see the light fixture behind you?
Yes. Yes. So every room in the house, not every room, because some of them don't have wallpaper, but like the bathroom, the wallpaper, like you can see one of my kids start peeling the wallpaper off the light fixture. I make sure her paint palettes and everything. I just want to have it here. Go to the store. If you go to the store, I will help you.
That's so good. I think it's funny. I think it's funny because like although my mother doesn't have wallpaper on her home, what she does have, she has an addiction to rugs. Like area rugs. She buys a new rug every week. So everywhere, so the whole house is covered in a hodgepodge of rugs. Instead of just being like fully carpeted, there's just all of these different rugs, different textures, different colors, different lengths, different sizes. It's just like Tetris. You remember the game Tetris? Yeah, it's just all these rugs.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. And you see the kitchen?
Kitchen's nice. I do like the cabinets because those could just be like reface, just change the doors on them. Yeah. And then it has the soffit space up at the top. I don't know if there's any ducts inside of them, but you could pull that down and put 42s in there because what those cabinets are like 36s, which is like the standard cabinet, but I'm pretty sure you can get some 42s in there.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. My mom is, well, when the house was built, everything in it was expensive, so I want to keep it. It was expensive in 76.
You were like, Mama, did you price it today?
Yeah, because today it can go at a flea market for about $2.
Yeah, we could do some things today. I love her. I love her. Tell her that Jackie says she loves her because
I will.
That's the same type of response, right? And thought process that regular property owners are going to have. Like your mom's house is no different than another property owner that wants to sell and or has a desire to sell, and then they're looking at their house like, I don't see anything wrong. Like, why can't this sell for full price? They could just go fix it. I don't know what color they want, they can just go buy the paint and they can fix it.
Exactly. Know what though? I gave her the wholesale price. I was like, look, I can get you out of this house for about $75,000. You pay off the $50,000 you owe and put $25,000 in your pocket, and we can go.
Yeah, and she was like,
I think about it. Yes, take that 25 and get you a condo.
Yeah, where she doesn't have to, do anything. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't have any maintenance. She doesn't have any of those things. That's definitely not a bad plan, but Mama's used to space. So in a condo may be really like restrictive for her or too confined.
only use 2 rooms. Well, 3. The kitchen, the den, and her bedroom. So.
Well, here's what I'm doing. I'm selling my house too. I'm going to sell my house as well too, and just liquidate a lot of things that I have because the market is high and the market is transitioning. So I want to liquidate my assets so that when there's a change, a shift in values, I don't get caught up in that. So I was like, ooh, let me just stash my cash real quick because cash is king. And then, just keep watching the auctions for like, some kind of like condo or something like that. That's my plan.
We wanted to do something like that, but when we got here and we're like, you know what? We got to stay with my mama until this house is ready. We just gonna go ahead and jump in this house.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing too,
We'll take the house and we'll deal with everything.
Right. No, but I think for you, that's what you needed. You got 3 babies and you need stability, and you need to know that you can rest your head someplace safe and secure for yourself, your family, and then you can move on. So whether it was a condo or, or house, you needed something that answered that need right away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's coming. Whew.
3
more weeks.
What I was deciding and kind of deliberating, because at first I was wrestling with like selling my house, just because of the attachment. And then I thought to myself, I was like, well, what could I do? I could do 2 things. I could get a condo and then, buy a car cash, get rid of all of my payments and everything and just like start fresh, and not have any obligations at all, regard just basic utilities. Or like the other option was a mixed use property. I've seen a lot of investors, not only investors, but a lot of entrepreneurs do that. They'll get like a commercial space and they'll live in the back of their space. And then the front is their office. And they finally have like an office that's open to the public. And I was driving down the road and I thought to myself, I would just have a sign that says, I buy houses today on the front. Like it doesn't even have like, no Jackie this or that. It just, I buy houses today. And that would be my sign. And just have people come in.
I'm gonna steal your idea for my bandit signs because I have my marker, I have my blank signs sitting right here for this weekend. So I'm gonna steal that. I can buy your house today.
Yeah. And that's not an untruth. You can literally get someone's house today. So I buy houses today regardless of equity, and that would give you leads for lease options as well as subject to.
Okay, cool. Cool. I like that.
Yeah. And everyone you talk to, you just give them an offer, regardless if they say yes or no. You send them an offer. You send them either a letter of intent, which I believe you have the copy for that, right? You send them a letter of intent, so you don't necessarily have to send them an offer, but you send them a letter of intent, and then you put them into your follow-up system.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I did my mass mail. So I did it. It was so easy. I signed up for MailChimp. I put the addresses in, but I put them in as prospects instead of subscribers.
Yeah.
It wouldn't let me send the mail.
To prospects instead of, because like you can't spam people.
Exactly. So what I did is I went over to MailJet and just downloaded the same list and whoop.
You said MailJet?
MailJet.
Oh, I never heard of them.
You have MailJet and you have Mailgun. Now the thing with Mailgun before they approve you, Mailgun wants you to take your domain and they want you to add all of this stuff to your domain. MailJet is optional. So you can just send a mail or you can go into your domain and do all of this tech stuff.
Oh, okay. I'll check out that. Because at the end of the day, do they, within the service, you can put the sender's reply email, right? So that could be the email that you use for your business anyway. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
people will either reply or they won't reply.
And that's it. I had 3 replies. 2 are serious about cash. 1 is serious about closing within 7 days. No inspections. No, what do you say? No due diligence. No inspections. I just want cash.
Yeah,
The
no
other one,
contingencies, no problem. I'll give you $1.
exactly. I want 63,000 for 2 properties, and I want 7 days. I'm like, that's great. 63,000 for 2 properties. I need some due diligence. So I'll call him today and say, you know, I can't do it because honestly, I require that due diligence, you know, so this doesn't fit my model.
Or instead of saying I can't, you say I can do it. I just require this.
Okay, there we go. I can do it.
I can.
But I just require.
So I just require this. Like, I don't know of anyone that buys anything sight unseen. As a matter of fact, I tell you what I can do. Since you prefer for me to buy sight unseen, my offer is $1. Okay. I'll buy anything sight unseen for $1. Does that work for you?
Exactly.
And he's gonna be like, hell no. I'm like, okay, great. So let's put this due diligence in here and let's get it popping. Stop tripping.
Exactly. Now I saw that, and then the other one, he has 2 properties, and he was like, he's firm. He was like, he'll work on the closing, but he's firm at 104,000 on one and 119 on the other.
Okay.
And then the other one said, I'm negotiable. Send me a text with your offer.
So all of the above, every single response that you got are all ignorant, right? All of them. So I just want you to be clear. So all of them are ignorant because they have received so many people calling them and are not serious. So all you have to do is respond intelligently and expand upon the conversation. So the next part of your conversation, okay, when can I see the property?
Okay.
Yeah, and then you give them your offer. When can I see the property? It's too easy. So you're like, listen, I can, you know, price is, or you can say we purchase up to fair market value based on the condition of the property. So, you know, we're real investors. I'm a real person, real business with real money. With real money. Okay. I'm a real person with a real business with real money. Okay. Yeah. So when you know, if you're real serious about actually selling your property, let's set up a time so I can take a look. Too easy.
Okay, cool. Let me see my emails jumping up in the way. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
And then your list that you emailed to was Craigslist?
It was Craigslist. And some of them didn't have a reply, which was funny because even after the guy sent it back to me from Fiverr, I went and double checked, and some of them didn't have anything there, which was weird. So I was like, how do you respond?
So even the Craigslist email, because sometimes it's like, you know, ad number 12345 at craigslist.reply.com. So that would be like their email, which is forwarded to their email.
So he got a lot of the Craigslist emails, but then I told, like, he actually sent me a screenshot and everything was like this one doesn't have an email. So I said I was going to go back through those here. I got 78 leads and I was able to send out 61 emails.
That's awesome. Let's do the conversion on that. So based on your leads, all right? So let's do the mathematics on it, okay?
I think my daughter stole all my pens.
Oh. Welcome to mommyhood.
Looking for a pen, I can't find one. Let me check my purse. 1 second. Actually, my mom had her thing over here.
Okay, cool.
There we go. See you later, midget. Where's your daddy? You need what? No, Dad. Where's Daddy? Go find Daddy. Daddy, get you some milk. All right, I am ready, I think. Yeah. All right, I got a pen. I had to find my stash that I keep hid from everybody.
I know. Yeah, the good ones. I went out and bought a pack of the, what is it, the G02?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't find none of them now. It was like at least a week ago. The pens have disappeared. I don't know.
Let me have that. Yeah, that's the same thing that happens. Hold on. I'll see you later, Mama. See you later.
1 second.
Oh, that's gross. She stinks. She needs diaper change.
This army, I love them so much. This is my sergeant major. I got to start that way. I'm like, I love them so much. That helps me when I say it out loud. So the sergeant major, he said, Captain Jackson, I sent you an email yesterday requesting the status of, another soldier. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I replied back to him, good morning, Sergeant Major. I have not logged into .mail due to work and travel. I will try to log on this afternoon to review what's in my inbox. I normally log in once per week as my schedule permits. Thank you for the heads up. Because guess what? I'm part-time. Last time like, for real. You know the difference between TPU? Like, for real. I'm a reservist. Like, even logging in once a week, y'all don't even pay me for that. And there'd be like hundreds of emails in my inbox once a week. I'm like, so, like, I look at it and I'd be like, it says 200 and something emails. And I'd be like, okay. Then I bring it all the way down and I'll read and sort and organize. And then like 2 days later or the next day, someone be like, I sent you an email. I'll be like, no, you have to wait until next week. You do. Mm-hmm. You've missed the cutoff.
Okay. When I was at the bank, we couldn't check our emails before clocking in. So if we checked our emails from home, you had to go and clock in to read your emails.
Right. That's how that works, is because there's labor laws for that. Like the U.S. government is not exempt from that. They created the labor laws.
Exactly.
So you're not going to infringe on my rights, are you? No. That's not what I'm going to do today. I'm not available. I'm not available.
You took me back to being a social worker. I had foot surgery, and I was on FMLA leave.
Oh, hell no.
They called me because one of my cases blew up.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, you have all of the case notes. I am in bed recovering from foot surgery. I am on FMLA leave. Would you like me to respond? No. Okay. All right. Y'all handle that. Everything was good when I left. Y'all go pick up them kids, do whatever y'all gotta do. Get me out of it.
But it's just so interesting. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna log in. I'm not gonna check in, and y'all not gonna be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like coercing me, right? Mm-hmm. Drop my life, because what I'm doing here feeds me. Like, they're supports, but it doesn't feed me.
It's not your main bread and butter.
It ain't, and I ain't gonna jeopardize my life for y'all. I'm busy.
Exactly.
I'm busy. But they crack me up. So let's do the math. On your conversion. So your cost per lead, and then we're going to break it all the way down. Okay. So from Craigslist, based on your criteria, and just so we're clear, what was the criteria that you gave your VA to search for you?
Okay. My criteria was 3 bedrooms or more, 2 bathrooms or more,
Mm-hmm.
for sale by owner,
Mm-hmm.
$250,000 or less,
Mm-hmm.
in the city of Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's just the city of Atlanta. So if you expanded your criteria, you possibly could have received more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then they're going to also take care of the duplicates too. So the VA didn't send you, you know, multiple ads that were from the same person.
No.
Which was really good. So how long did it take them to create that list for you?
So he actually ran into a complication with one of his other customers.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it took him less than 24 hours, but he asked me if he could give me a free extended 4 hours, and he said it should take me about 2.5. But still, I got everything within 24 hours.
Okay. And the total amount of leads were?
70. Let me see if I still have it up. Give me 1 second. Sheet 1. Take off my filter.
Do you know what his response was? Roger, ma'am. Roger, ma'am.
Like, yep, exactly.
Yeah. Back up off me.
Okay. Exactly. So with everything, including the blanks, where is my count? This Apple is tripping today. Or maybe it's me. Maybe I'm tripping.
Not you.
71.
71. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that's even the ones that he couldn't find the email addresses on.
All right. So 71. And then the email delivered was, out of the 71, how many emails were delivered?
61.
61. So 10 less?
10 less, yes.
All right. All right, so how we do that is we just take 61 divided by 71 equals 85.9. So you had a 86% send rate, you know?
Okay.
All right, so that was 61. So out of the 61, how many responses did you receive?
3.
Only 3? You sure? I thought I heard you say more than 3.
So I had a call. Let me see.
I just want all responses.
Yeah, I had 2 of them had 2 properties. So it was 3 altogether.
Mm-hmm.
But it was 3 but 5 properties.
3 but 5 properties. Okay, I see what you're saying. So 3 owners so far. So 3 owners out of 61 responded. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. So 3 out of 61, we're going to do the same thing. So 3 divided by 61, we're going to get our response rate. So it says 4.9%, which is actually pretty dang good. Because you multiply that by 100, yeah, it's 4.9. So you got like a 5% response rate. Girl, do you know that in direct mail, like a good response rate is 1%?
Yes.
And you got 5. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So you got a 5% response rate, which is pretty big. So that's to show you like the different types of marketing, whether it's email or text messages or sending them direct mail, meaning you send them a letter or you send them a postcard or something in the mail. will each have their own specific rate of response.
Okay.
Okay. So now you have 3 prospects, right? You have 3 prospects. And then out of that 3 prospects, now you have to do your due diligence to confirm or deny if they're actually going to convert into a lead. Right? Because they're prospects right now. You don't know if they're really serious or anything like that. So you just have to continue to nurture that relationship, build a rapport, and do some more investigation to determine if they actually are going to go anywhere. But 61 minus 3 is 61 minus 3 is 58. So 58 other individuals received your message because it didn't return undeliverable, did it?
Actually, you know what? I take that back. So it was 61 went out, 1 return undeliverable. So I'm guessing maybe that one was already sold or taken. When I went to the ad, it said it was being removed, in the process of being removed.
Fair enough. So that happens as well too. That's no different than when you send out your letters and then you get returned back to sender.
Yeah.
All right. So you kind of put it in that category too. So, but even still, we're still at a good rate, because if I reduce it to 60 and 3 divided by 60, it just goes up. Like your rate of response increased, it didn't decrease. So, we're still at 5%. So you have 3 prospects. So I would say you said 1 returned, right? So 57. So 57 individuals received your contact information. They received a message from you. So what you have to do now is nurture the relationships from who responded, and then continue to follow up with the 57 that did not reply.
Okay.
Does that make sense? You just don't drop it because there's more leads still in there.
Okay.
Not everybody checks their messages often, which is, that's what just people do. And, if they are for sale by owners, you have to think about their life and their current situation. People do post in the wrong category, like investors do post in the wrong categories. But if we're thinking about abundance and we're thinking about having plenty, then we're going to assume that, everyone in that category wants to sell some kind of property. So the 57 did not reply. Now I need you to send them a second email. You got to be consistent with it. Say, hey, I sent you an email yesterday. Did you get it?
Okay.
I'm interested in buying your house. Like, it really shouldn't even be that long.
Okay.
I sent you an email yesterday. Did you get it? I thought selling your house was important to you. You can even put some NLP in there. Like, I would do that too.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say, hey, I sent you an email yesterday about your house. I thought selling your house was important to you, isn't it? My number is blah, blah, blah. Let's talk.
Okay. I love it. I love it.
Right? Like something like I thought selling your house was something important to you. Maybe not.
Exactly. I love it. I love it. I'm typing that out now because I ran out of paper.
That's okay. Yeah, just type it into that email field and then send it to the remainder. And you just keep sending them drip emails until they reply. Like, you don't have anything to lose.
No, definitely not.
And MailJet, is it a free system or you have to subscribe to it?
So it's free, just like MailChimp. The only difference is I think you get less. You get 2,000 contacts. I'm trying to remember everything. You get 2,000 contacts, and you get it's easier though. It's easier, but it's similar to MailChimp. But it's easy. It's easier. There's no confusion.
It's simple.
Like how I
set it up.
Yeah. Mailgun, like I immediately unsubscribed, and I told them why. Like, I'm unsubscribing because it's too hard to set up. I don't have time for this.
Thank you for your feedback.
like you said, I'm trying to automate my business.
Yeah.
So when I was trying to send these emails, it was in the time of me, what did I do? Going to the health department to get my kids' shots records and taking care of my baby, and then going to pick the other two up from school because they get out at 2:00.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I need something I can set up in 10, 15 minutes and boom, be done.
And be done with it. I love that. Yeah. I like the fact that it's simple. So we'll put that on the list, and you get quite a lot of emails per month. I mean, 2,000 is a lot.
It is. It is. Like, so it's a little bit less than MailChimp, but I signed up for both. So if anything happens and I go over one, guess what? I'm gonna hop on the other one.
Right. That's pretty cool. And all right, so I don't want you to lose your train of thought. Did you write down what I said for you to do with your second email in your email sequence?
I'm doing it right now. I sent you an email yesterday. Interested. So selling your house is important to you, isn't it? Or I thought selling your house was important.
Yeah, I thought selling your house was important to you, isn't it? And then remember, comma, isn't it, with a question mark?
Okay.
Yeah. And then you could say, I buy houses, or let's talk, or you can say, isn't it, with a question mark? I buy houses cash. Let's talk. I like that.
Okay. Boom. Got it. Yay! I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Save this. And I'm doing everything because I told Amir, like you said, told him the same thing. If I'm not home and I need him to do something, or the kids, I've got everything simplified so that my kids can jump in and be like,
yeah,
here we go.
That's so good. That's good. And that's what I want for you. And I want you to have multiple leads so that you can actually do more with less.
Okay.
So here, now that you got that, Craigslist is one source. And not only can you do Craigslist as a source, but you have Redfin, right? Remember all of the other places that we can go for public domain information? You have Redfin, you have Zillow, you also have militarybyowner.com, you also have forsalebyowner.com, and any classified ads. Like you could literally search classified ads online or real estate for sale online, and you pretty much can find people who are putting their information out to the world and authorized being contacted. So you don't even have to worry about the do not call list or anything like that, because it's irrelevant. If they put their information out there, then they told the world that it's okay for you to contact me regarding selling my property. Does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah. So a lot of my students get a little bit of, apprehension or, a little anxiety around that. And I'm like, they gave you their phone number. So
it's there for me to
call them. Exactly.
You know what? One of them makes you, I can't remember whether it's MailChimp or MailJet, makes you do the message saying why you're receiving the email.
Yes.
And I put the message, you're receiving this email because you placed the ad for sale by owner.
Yeah. And that's great. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. You're receiving this message because you placed an ad to sell your house, to sell your property or something like that. So that's actually pretty dope that you put that in there. I like that, especially for anything that's online. If it's online and you have that disclaimer in there, then there really isn't any challenge. There's no challenge whatsoever. I love that. So I also wanted to show you something here as well too. I'm going to share my screen with you.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to share. Are you looking at my screen?
I am.
Awesome. I got like a whole bunch of stuff open, so ignore me.
You're fine. It looks exactly like mine.
Right. Right. So let's go to, let's go to NetR Online.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go to Georgia. I'm going to go to the state of Georgia, and then we are going to identify the county. Is it Fulton County?
Yeah. So Fulton County is what I tackle first.
So this is Georgia. Okay, good. Perfect. So let's talk about Fulton County. All right. So Fulton County Clerk of Court, which is your official records, the tax commissioner, tax assessor. They say Fulton assessor, but this is probably the department that collects the tax.
Yeah. Well, okay. So yes, it is. But if you look at that, you see that Fulton County is so. Fulton County has made a mess over here because all of these little neighborhoods have decided that they want to have their own municipality.
Right. And I was just about to say that to you. So although you have the county, so in the state of Georgia, you have like your county tax, and then you have city tax.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So each of the municipalities charges the residents of that city an additional tax. So you have Alpharetta, Milton, Palmetto, the city of Union City, Roswell property tax, East Point, and Fairburn and Hapeville. Is that right?
Yeah, it's more than that because we just like where my mom is now, they just incorporated as a city at the end of last year. So we just came from that office for the business license. So they have their own tax too.
Right. And the business license would be a tax, quote unquote, that you would pay to that municipality for doing business or operating a business in that municipality. And you may even have another business license requirement for the county if they require it too. Is that correct? You need one for the city, then you need one for the county, and then for the state, it will just be whatever you are incorporating in that state.
So I have that already. Now I think Fulton sent us something. It's like a $10 fee for that. And then, like I said, we went to the city today and then got their fees and their listings and everything that's required. So.
Dope. So, you just follow their compliance. It's, sometimes it's just a little bit like monotonous, but it's what we need to do to be in business, right? So it's not a big deal.
Right.
But I came here to this site because what I wanted to confirm is which one of the county websites administers the delinquent real estate taxes for that county. Is it the assessor or is it the clerk of courts for you, for Georgia? Because you've been researching Georgia.
It is the tax. Oh my God, I got it saved. Let me see. Let me see if I can find where it is saved.
Oh, the assessor. This one here is like the property appraiser's website. So that's what this is. This is the assessor.
Okay.
So that's not.
It should be the tax commissioner, I think.
Commissioner. Yep. I answered my own question.
Okay.
So it should be the tax. Yeah. So property tax. It's right here.
Yep.
It's right on the front page. So search the tax bill, tax summary request, delinquent taxes, property tax sale, after the tax sale, obtaining a tax FI. I don't even know what that is, but we could click on it and just determine what that is. So go ahead.
No, that one is the FIFA is when they initially take them to court for the back taxes. So basically that's it, like obtaining that order to take somebody to court for their tax bill.
Okay. All right, cool. So seems like there's a timeline. So property owner goes delinquent. They missed their payment, their deadline, and now they are delinquent. And then the county begins a process of FIFA. Okay, so there's a judicial process.
Yeah, so they have the non-judicial tax sales and the judicial, which kind of threw me off, but this is the judicial right here, because I remember when I was researching, one girl said that she would try to get the FIFAs. She would get those, and then when she gets those are the people those are the people after she goes to law.com and see who all has a new one in, those are the people she targets.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's serious when it's judicial. You know, when you're getting court documents sent to your house, you pay attention. Right. I mean, you think about it from the recipient's end, from the person receiving it. You know, they probably take the FIFAs more seriously than the non-judicial sheriff office sale.
Exactly.
Right. So, but the delinquent taxes is a good one as well too. Because here it says the penalty schedule, 5%, 120 days. I was looking for a list.
The list, you can get it from the courthouse or from the Fulton County Sheriff's Department before the sale.
Before the sale. So here I clicked on property taxes. I clicked on, let me go back and show you what I clicked on. So I clicked on property tax sale. All right, so the tax sales are held on the first Tuesday of each month between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. on the steps of the Fulton County Courthouse. So it's a physical auction. You got to be present to participate. It's not online. 100, so this is the address, 136 Pryor Street, Southwest, except when the first Tuesday of the month falls on a legal holiday, right? So if it's a holiday, they don't do it. They do it the next business day. A courtesy listing of properties up for sale is available in the Friday edition of the Fulton Daily Report. So this is their link here for a 4-week period prior to the sale Tuesday. So every month, they do it once a month, the first Tuesday of every month. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now we're at, let's look at our calendar, the first Tuesday of every month. So the next auction is the 3rd of December?
Yes.
All right.
Let me mention something about that.
Okay.
The next auction is the 3rd of December. We had to have the business license to bid according to them. Like I said, I got to go back and double check that because it did say you have to have a business license to bid. I want to make sure that it's not saying to bid on behalf of somebody, you have to have a business license. So I want to double check that. And that's what we went today to go check on the business license. But because we did a parent company LLC, they can only do one approval right now. And then I had to get a DBA and do another approval. So we did his because he needs his before the 30th.
Okay. Oh, they have the probate in here too. Okay, so let's do tax. Judicial, okay, so here it is. So judicial tax sale and then non-judicial tax sales. Did you see this?
Yes. I'm sorry. I took the cold medicine. I smell something in here.
Does that mean that your sinuses is all clear now?
Yes. So I'm like, what is that smell? And it's something that has spilled, but I can't figure out where it's coming from.
All right, cool. Dope. So anyway, so this is their legal newspaper that they publish 4 weeks in advance for the auction coming up. Does that make sense? All right, cool. So let's take a look at the judicial tax sale and just hit search. And how many of them are going to come up? Well, they have these past ones here. Oh, okay. I tell you what I'm going to do.
So you know what happens? Like when you see these, right? So you'll see some of the past ones. And then when I went to the judicial tax sale, they'll also have in there the excess funds. So they'll say excess fund from the sale this date.
Got you. So I'm going to put from November and see what, there has to be the 4 weeks prior according to it. So what am I missing? Because all right.
You're in the same boat as me.
Well, let's see. Judicial tax sale. Let's do October. So there isn't any in October?
It is.
I know. All right. Well, let's do 1 month at a time. Let's do a month that already occurred. So there were no taxes. That doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't.
All right, let's do tax again. And let's do non-judicial for the month of November and see what happens. So non-judicial tax sales, what came up? 1, 2, I'm wondering if this is the date of the notice, the date that they posted, but it's not the date of the auction.
Right.
Okay, because do you see where it says you are hereby notified pursuant to an order directing service by publication filed on October 29, 2010 by the Honorable Kevin Farmer, petition for interpleader of reference on September 17, 2019 in the Superior Court of Fulton County. The purpose of this petition is to distribute excess funds. So this is an excess funds one. That's cool. That's dope. Here's another one. Oh, snap. They copied the whole letter. Yeah.
My abandoned signs were at the door. Yay!
Oh, they were delivered. That's so dope.
Yeah.
Hey.
I gotta check them out. Okay.
Are they blank or are you you had them printed?
I had these printed and then I have blank ones here.
Okay.
So
amazing.
Yeah, I got 200. 200? No, I'm sorry. I got 50. And 50 say divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Like divorce, sell your house.
Okay.
The other 50 say, foreclosure or something. I'll look. Hold on. Oh. There you go.
Let me see. Okay. Bank foreclosure. Don't wait until the bank foreclosure. That's pretty dope. I love it. And that phone number that you have there, where did you get that number from? Bumper or what service?
Bumper.
Okay. You use their $9.95 service?
Yes.
Two numbers.
So I use their $9.95 services, but I actually ended up spending $12.95 because I added an 800 number as my main line.
Okay.
So yeah. And then I didn't realize I ordered the ones this big, but they're big enough for people to see.
Is it 18 by 24 or what did you do? It should be.
I did the 12 by 18.
So a little bit smaller.
No, that's 18 by 24.
Yeah, 18 by 24 is like this is normally the standard. Yeah, it's huge. They're big. They're gonna blow your phone up.
Huh?
Your phone is gonna blow the hell up.
Yes. Good.
All right.
And then,
so let's talk about your process to receive your phone calls. Okay. So are you going to have a pre-recorded mess? First of all, are you going to answer the phone or not answer the phone?
Depends. So I do want to have a pre-recorded message.
Well, no, we're going to have to decide that first in our business process, right? So either you're going to answer or not answer. No answer is your response here is nothing is wrong. So I don't want you to make it right or wrong. I just want, we're just discussing it so I can take you someplace.
Okay, so let's start with the not answer. And the only reason is because I'm still settling and there'll be times when I won't be able to.
Okay. So not answer means you have two other options now. So now your decision tree goes in another direction. So not answer. Not answer is a pre-recorded message with instructions, like pre-qualifying instructions, right?
Yeah.
Or a pre-recorded message with you telling them when you're going to call them back.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you want to happen in your pre-recorded message? You have a decision tree. Either you want them to go take a specific action, meaning like you may even have an autoresponder in your message that sends them a link to fill out an application to tell you more about the house. I'm creating a process for you. Or you're going to have a pre-recorded message that lets them know how you do business, and they should leave their name, phone number, and address of the property that they want to receive an offer for. And then you're going to tell them you return phone, because you're out in the field and you're always looking at houses. You're out and about in the community currently looking at houses. I return phone calls in the evening between the hours of, 5 and 7 p.m. So they can expect a phone call from me from 5 to 7 p.m. So if you put that in there, you got to honor it.
Got it. So right now, what I have is I say I'm currently assisting another client, and I will give you a call back within 24 hours. But should I wean that down a little bit?
No, I don't want you to wean it down. I want you to be more specific, because client could be anybody. I want you to have a more customized real estate investor type of message. And you can say, hi, or you can say, I'm so excited that you contacted us today regarding selling your property. See, just go right into it. I'm so excited that you contacted us today to sell your property. We buy 5 to 6 houses every single month, and your property is important to us. We want to make you an offer. Currently, right now, we are out and about in the community doing renovations and looking at different properties. So please leave your name, phone number, the address of the property that you'd like us to make you an offer on, or the address of the property you'd like us to make you a cash offer for, as well as the best time to call you back. Something like that.
Okay.
Do you see the difference?
Yes. I'm going to go re-record it.
Right.
Look, they're double-sided. Hold on. I want you to see this one.
I like that. Any any condition. What does the first one say?
Any area,
any condition. Okay, got it. I like that. Cash. Yeah, that's pretty dope. They're actually pretty sexy. They're pretty good. So answer, no answer, right? So no answer, you still don't want them to listen and hang up. You want them to do something. So you got to tell them to do something. That's why it's really important for you to have that thought process complete regarding the intention.
Okay.
So here's another option in your recording. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. We are so excited to make you a cash offer for your house. Go to www.webuyhouses.com and tell us more about your property, and we'll make you an offer in 24 hours. Does that make sense? So now you tell them to go, because now you know that they're serious if they go and submit.
Okay.
Do you see the difference?
Yes.
And that website that you're sending them to could be your Google Sheets.
Okay.
It doesn't even have to really be, it could be a Google form, I should say, rather. Okay. Not a full-blown website, but a Google form that you lead your URL, you point your URL to the URL of that form. So when they type it in, they go directly to the form, and all they got to do is just fill out name, phone number, address, best time to call, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? Tell us about your house. It's the same questions as on your lead information sheet, but you want to make it tight and concise.
Okay.
And now you have a database. So now that person is creating your CRM for you.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you into automation.
Yes, I see it. So I like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, if they're serious about it, everybody has a cell phone, everybody has access to the library, they'll go and do that. So I do like the first message. Same message for all lines, maybe?
It could be custom for what you're trying to do. So for example, if you're looking for the lease option ones and the subject twos, you know that they have a little bit of equity. They don't have a lot. So maybe your message is catered to them specifically.
Okay.
You can say, thank you so much for calling us. We know how important it is for you to sell your home for its maximum value. We know that in this market, it can be challenging to sell your properties for maximum value. That's why we have created creative solutions to help you sell your house on terms or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to kind of coach them into the expectation that they're going to sell their house on terms, but they can definitely sell it for its maximum value. It's just going to be on terms.
Okay.
So that's the difference between the marketing campaigns. The one that you have right now is for, according to your bandit signs, it'll be people who are in distress for foreclosure. So they're behind on their payments already, Sheena. Do you see that? And people need to sell their house for cash. So it's going to be people who are in desperation.
Okay.
That's the demographic that you're speaking to right now. Do you see the difference?
Okay.
So you're going to have a whole bunch of people that may have unrealistic expectations about what their options are.
Got it.
Okay. They're going to call you, be like, oh yeah. My house is being auctioned like next week. You be like, you didn't think to call nobody before that, you know? Exactly. So you be prepared for that.
Okay.
Because that's what your sign says. So that's who you're going to attract.
Okay.
Cool. So, answer, no answer. So no answer, because that's where we still are. Let's stay here for a second. And no answer, got to have a pre-recorded message with a call to action. What do you want them to do? So you got to decide that. Either you want them to leave a message with their contact information and their address, which now you got to go look it up.
Yeah.
Or you want them to go to a site and have them input that information. So maybe your message says something like, thank you for calling. Thank you for contacting us about your house for sale. We love to buy houses. We want to make you a no obligation cash offer for your property. Currently, we are out and about in the community making offers right now. Leave your name, phone number, the best time to call you, and the address of the property you want us to make a cash offer for. For a faster response, go to www.JaShenaBuysHomes.com and complete the application, and we will contact you between the hours of 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. So you could say all of that in the message.
Okay.
Tell them who you are. We buy houses cash. Okay. You tell them, give them a call to action, leave your name and phone number and the address of the house you're calling about. Then go to this site, complete complete the form. Go to www. blah 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 and tell us more about your situation instead of complete the application. People don't like applications, but tell us more about your situation so we can help you find a win-win solution, something like that.
Okay.
Tell us more about your situation so we can customize a cash solution for you. I like that.
I like that one.
Right? We return phone calls between 5 and 7 p.m. We look forward to speaking with you soon.
Got it. I like it.
Okay? That's good? So you got a really strong call to action. You don't want those leads to be wasted. Now, no matter what, whether they call back, whether they leave the message, fill out the form or not, you're going to call everybody back.
Yes, yes.
Just call them back no matter what. You know, because somebody calls, call them back no matter what. So let's talk about answer. Right? Okay. So that's another decision tree. If you answer, it could be you answer, a virtual assistant answer, or wait, am I recording? Let me see something.
Yes.
Am I still recording?
Yes.
I hope so.
It shows recording on my side.
Okay, good. I'm like, is it recording? Okay. Either you answer, and the options in that decision tree would be this. You answer personally. You have a virtual assistant that you hire to answer for you and set the appointment and answer all of the questions in the form. Or you have a call center answer for you, like a real estate call center. They specialize in working with real estate investors, and they set up the whole system for you. That way, you always have somebody to answer the phone that's trained, knows how to get the information and deliver themselves as a real estate investing firm, no matter where you are on the planet.
Okay.
So there's a cost for that service. Obviously, you got to include that in your marketing budget. But I want you to see what that looks like.
Okay.
So answer, the decision tree would be from that point, either I'm going to answer or I'm going to get a virtual assistant to answer where the call is forwarded to them and they answer, or the call is forwarded to a call center and they answer.
Okay.
Either the virtual assistant or the call center is going to input the information into your database, and your database could be really simple. It's a Google form, and it's the same Google form that you would normally input yourself or have the property owner input for themselves anyway.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So that's how that would work.
So if I do I'm backing up to the not answer. So if I do the not answer and I hook that up to my website, my website is a little bit intricate. I think I'm going to dumb it down a little bit. But if I hook it up to my website and just have them, I would just take everything from the seller lead sheet and just have that going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so house, how many bedrooms, approximate value, all of that, just break it down.
Yeah, and I want to share with you what that looks like. So let's go to cheaphomesales.com, right? Which is one of my Google forms.
I have it saved.
Right.
So I can go back and use it as a reference.
You literally can mirror this. So how I created this header is with Canva for free, okay? And then you can mirror exactly how it is here. I put the URL up top because I wanted it to resemble an actual website versus a form. So I'm just reconfirming that, hey, you're actually on a website, even though they're on a form. So for example, if you even wanted to put JaShenaBuysHomes.com up at the top in the header, that way they know that they are in the right place. Okay.
So question for you. When I'm messing around in Google Suites and Wix, I'm having a problem. I don't know where to go to point this, which is awkward for me because I'm normally the person that I build your website and put it up.
Okay. So you're having a challenge with creating the form?
Yeah, so not creating the form. So I have a form created, but to use my Google form on there. So what I end up doing is I end up using their form that they automatically have, and it emails me like a CRM. But I will prefer my Google form so that it automatically,
Yeah. So you're using Wix's form, and then Wix creates like a back office CRM for you. It compiles it for you. And can you export from Wix behind the scenes spreadsheet?
I can.
Okay. So which one do you prefer?
I haven't even gotten anything off of the Wix because I haven't been pointing anybody to my website. So I can't say that I prefer it over the Google Sheets. I just know I have my sheet that I already started.
Is your website, does it have any conflicting information on it? Because guess what? All you want them to do is submit the form. You don't want them reading and trying to figure things out or trying to find out where the form is. You just want them to land on the form with what you want them to do.
Okay, I haven't updated in a while. You can go to it. You can see it.
Is it JaShenaBuysHouses.com?
Yes. And then while you are looking at that, I don't know if you saw, I know you were busy. I did my little advertisement for my page with the lady and the cat yelling at each other. And the guy that wanted me to, I need to change that. El Paso, hold on. Mommy, let me call you right back. I'm actually in a mentor session. Okay, later. Love you. All right. So, I need to change the El Paso too and the phone number. So, yeah, I did my little advertisement with the JaShena Buys Houses, and it had the lady saying she's stressed out about her house and the cat saying, don't worry, I'll buy it and put cash in your pocket. I put a watermark on it, and the guy that wanted me to be on his team, do you know he stole it with the watermark and said, call 915? It had his phone number. Yeah. I can show you, like, he tried to lighten, but you can't really lighten it. So it has my whole thing there on his. And I'm like, I
not on it?
Huh?
Did you call him out on it? Because the only reason he did it is because he believes that you don't have any power.
I just looked at it and I'm like, I can't believe you actually did that. No good will come out of it.
Right. But that's to show you how even working with him, what that would have looked like for you.
Yeah. And it's funny because I tried to tell him, like, I have mailers out there. So if anybody contacts me, I've actually talked to you. I've actually worked with you. So not work with you, but I've actually been in a meeting with you. So I prefer, because I know you personally, I prefer to, work with you on a joint venture if any of my calls come through. And he said, sure, I'll be happy to. And then to see that, I'm like, really? Okay, so here we go. If you look closely.
Well, what's the URL, Sheena?
Oh, for mine?
For his.
Oh no, this is on Facebook.
Okay, so what's his Facebook?
David CEVALLOS.
David?
Uh-huh.
Hold on, it's slow for some reason. Why are you so slow? Okay. And spell the last name again. CEVA LLOS. Okay. Does he have Ferdinando in here? Because Facebook found him.
Nah, just that one.
I literally would post to his page, Sheena, and I'd be like, I would say something. And I would really say something. I would be like, and this is the reason why I did not choose you to be my mentor, because I realized that you were inauthentic and and even in the simplest things could not be trusted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand that what they call it is the highest form of flattery. Imitation is the highest form of flattery, but you have taken this to a whole different level.
Seriously.
Yeah, this is a copywritten video that I created for my business, and I understand that you like it and will like to use it. I don't have any issues with you using it, but the least you could have done was just ask permission.
Exactly.
Right. And you could say, anyone beware of doing business with David so whatever. He'll steal your shit. Like I literally would.
And I should comment under Sheena Buys Houses. I love that you use the Sheena Buys Houses ad.
Yeah. And then say, I could tell that you tried to remove the watermark. You didn't do such a good job because it still can be seen. But, just, you should. I think you should.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to get into a pissing match with him, but I just really believe that you need to call that person out. Is this him here?
Yeah, him right there.
And where is the video?
It's not a video. It's just a photo, and he did it on like Friday. It was Friday. You keep scrolling. It was Friday, and he tries to post every day, but I'm just like, really?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's doing what he should be doing. You should be posting every day too.
Yeah,
we all should.
I'm trying to get on it. Look, I'm getting on it. Yeah.
Right.
Like, and then if you go back up, this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
I think, what was it? Are you behind on property taxes? If you go to mine, I think I had something like that, but I'm not 100% sure.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Here's what you could do. I mean, birds of a feather flock together. Like if he has something really cool on his, just take his too.
Okay.
Or repurpose it, because obviously that's what he did. He repurposed yours. So I don't see it, Sheena.
Keep going. Keep going. You still in Monday?
Okay. So he has someone that manages. He has someone that manages his social media, because he's not sitting around doing this.
No.
He's not sitting around, doing this.
Yeah, you're still in, like, this is all Monday. Everything you're looking at right now is all Monday.
Ridiculous. So he's constantly posting. But do you see? And you like something of his?
Yeah. Because you know what? Go back up. If you read that was the only one I like, I think. If you're working on something exciting and really care about, you don't have to be pushed to vision push. It was another one he did that I liked. I did like that one, but it was something else he did, and it said, work around people that won't take something from you. I was being facetious when I did it.
Okay.
Yep, that's all Sunday, and this was Friday.
That's cute.
So we're getting back closer to Friday now.
A lot of content from multiple sources, just FYI.
Okay.
So he may not even be aware. Does that make sense? But see, guess what? The Zig Ziglar and Tony Robbins, all of that, he knows that that's not his content.
Go back up.
Go back up.
Or back down. There we go. Right there. You see Sheena Buys Houses?
Well, you know why? He probably used this because when it says Sheena Buys Houses, this young lady here could be Sheena. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like,
he got away with it because, not necessarily away with it, but whoever Sheena is not really that important to his followers because there's 2 females in here. So it could be any of these people.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I should put my number in there if I use it again.
Right. So these are memes, right?
Yes.
You put side by side.
Yeah.
And then put your Sheena Buys Houses on it. You should put SheenaBuysHouses.com, you know, and your phone number. Like, you should really go after it. And like put it all over it, you know. So don't be subtle about it. There's no, you know, a closed mouth doesn't get fed.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. But I can see what you're saying here. So, but he reuses content from multiple sources.
Yeah.
Multiple sources, right? So, you know, there's a lesson to be learned here. We could be mad at him or we could follow suit, but ethically.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I saw the girl who said she was like, I'm giving up on wholesaling. She was like, but I'll do cold calls. And I saw her structure. So I took her structure and I made it my own. I haven't signed up yet, but, you know, I made it my own, you know, so that I could also help somebody when I, in the meeting between time to get cash, and not only help them, if I can help them close the deal, guess what? That turns into a joint venture.
Right. Exactly. You know, so
but I didn't take her.
Can learn from each other.
Yeah, I didn't take her model and go post it in the same. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was doing the most.
Okay.
You're not the only one. He was doing the most.
I'm not gonna sit here and see her post it in like the Atlanta group and then go back in the Atlanta group and repost the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is his personal page.
Yeah.
He's a wealth and health coach. Well, yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah. Try to get me on that too.
Okay. So where I was going on your you can customize another URL, Sheena, and make it like more generic. Instead of Sheena, you can do you know, we buy Atlanta, or you know, we buy Georgia, or you know what I'm saying? We buy houses in Georgia, or I love GeorgiaHouses.com. I don't know. Just test it out in GoDaddy, you know, for 99 cents to $9.99, depending on what kind of sale and promotion they have. You can get a new URL that you point specifically to your Google Sheet, and then you leave your website for other things.
Okay.
So this is what you'd use for your leads specifically. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yes. I could also do that with a landing page, though, right? I could get a landing page that points to the Google Sheet.
Yes, technically you can. I wanted to simplify it for you, though. Just create one work multiple times. So you can just have one Google form, and the Google form acts as your landing page already.
Got it. Okay.
Like you can put pictures, you can do all of this stuff here. I did all of this on Canva. So the dimensions that I use for this size, this rectangle, is a Facebook cover.
Okay.
In Canva, I just use Facebook cover here. And here, I believe I use Twitter cover.
Okay.
And I just played with it until I could get the words aligned, so it showed and it wasn't like off key and things like that.
Okay.
And then I just use the same. And here's another reminder of where you are, you know, on the internet. You're like, oh, www.SheenaBuysHomes.com. Any area, any condition, 24-hour offers, 24-hour cash offer, you know, something like that. So you're really specific about it. Does that make sense? And then on here, you tell us about your home. Tell us about the home you want us to sell, or you want to sell, you know? So you can change it, because this one was for buyers. This one was for lease option buyers. That's why this one is like this, but you can use the same format. So the videos you currently have on your Sheena Buys Homes site, I would use that video right here.
Okay.
Put that video here. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. I don't think I said El Paso in the video. I hope I didn't.
Right. So you could put free video report, and then you could put the URL again, and then here's Sheena, you know,
Okay.
and then fill out and submit your form below to get started, or fill out, tell us more about your house. Tell us more about the house you want to sell.
Okay.
Or tell us more about the house you want, or tell us about the house you want us to give a cash offer for, something like that. Or tell us about the house you want to sell. That's pretty easy. And that.
Okay.
And then yourself, you want to have them put the information first. And then what I love about Google Forms is that you can do drop downs, you can do multiple choice, you could do, you know, I did a whole bunch of drop downs.
Okay.
Because it was just easier that way. Because if you did multiple choice, then it would list all of them, and it's just too much. So I did drop downs instead. That was my choice.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And you could just follow. So you could do all of these questions. You could copy all of these.
Okay.
And then here, instead of it saying any special requirements, tell us why you want to sell your house now in this market. Remember? Let's go back to our script.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't got to reinvent the wheel. Why would you want to sell your house in this market? Tell us why you're trying to sell your house in this market, right? Just put that question right there. And then maybe another picture. We buy houses in Atlanta, you know, whatever you want to say. So it kind of, again, reminds them consciously that they're selling their house, you know. And then you just put all your stuff in, all your questions from the lead sheet. I also did this in Canva as well, too. And then you're going to have the same phone number. The same phone number from the bandit signs.
Okay.
You're going to change the number. You're going to have the same phone number from the bandit signs. It's going to go down here or wherever you want to put it. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And now it goes directly to where you need it to go. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. Cool.
I'm looking at my signs. I'm thinking about the other signs that's out here, not down the street from my mom's house. Mine, like, their signs will go in mine like 4 times. Oh, God. Okay.
That was good. So how do you feel about what we discussed today and how you can go even deeper in your funnel, in your sales funnel?
I feel pretty awesome. I was uncomfortable. No, I wasn't really uncomfortable. I'm not going to say that. I was just nervous about trying to, I kind of wanted to break into the market here in Atlanta and kind of rebrand myself because I felt kind of smothered in El Paso. I don't feel smothered here, but I'm excited. I'm excited about automating. I'm excited about doing the same things with Redfin and Zillow. The pre-recorded message and having the person that's calling me actually do the work for me by having them go there. I love it because it makes everything simple. All I have to do is show you a pretty face, a smile, and talk to you. That's it. So I'm excited to get on that. I know these signs are going out Friday, so I'm gonna take care of all of the pre-recorded messages and the form today. So that way when it hits on Friday and people see it and calls start coming in, we're good to go.
Absolutely. So now you've filled another space in your funnel.
Yes.
Right. You've closed another space in your funnel. And then we can always add more steps in the funnel. So for example, your callbacks. Maybe you want to call everybody back, or maybe you want to send everybody a text message all at once instead of calling them one by one. So you take all of your phone numbers, and there's another system called Slide Broadcast. And Slide Broadcast, you don't have to do a fee for service. You could just buy the total amount of credits that you need, and it does not expire. Upload all of the phone numbers, record a pre-recorded message, that says, hey guys, thank you so much about calling me. Thank you so much about contacting Sheena about your house. Hi, I'm Sheena. I got your message. I think I got a message. You could even sound a little confused. You'd be like, I got your message. I think I have a missed call from you, but I just wanted to know you're important to me and I really want to talk to you about your house.
Okay.
Like literally. And then their phone never rings, Sheena. It's a ringless voicemail system.
Okay.
It goes directly to their voicemail. So when they pick up their phone, if it's a cell phone, it looks like they got a missed call. And they're like, shoot, I didn't even know, like, I got to call back.
Okay.
So slide broadcast, I use it all the time. That way I can call 100, 200, 300 people back with just one click. And now they're calling me back. Say, oh my God, I didn't even know I had a missed call from you. Be like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I called you a few minutes ago. And I just was trying to return a call. You called me, you responded to, one of my signs or my letters, whatever it is that your campaign is. That's why you're using the different phone numbers.
Okay.
Because now you could differentiate between which one of your marketing you're doing. And the Vumber number will help you do that. So even in the slide broadcast, it asks you what phone number, you have to enter what phone number you want to show up in their caller ID.
Okay.
So you're going to use the same phone number from Vumber. That's what's going to show up in the caller ID. So then now they know that, oh, the same number that I called, they're calling me back.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Mm-hmm. So I have here, hey, thank you so much for contacting Sheena about houses, about your house. I want you to know that your call is important to me and I'm excited to talk to you about your offer or what?
I'm excited to speak with you about making you an offer for your house.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what we're calling about. We're making them an offer for their house. Making you a cash offer for your house.
Okay.
Girl, I am loving this process. You better send me them notes. So I gotta rewatch it myself.
Hold on, look, they're all over the board. I got them typed. But that's how my brain works. You see that? So just like my notes are scattered, my brain's like that, but it makes sense to me.
Right.
So we're good. Amir's like, what did you write down? I'm like, I wrote this. He's like, how do you know? Because that's how my brain operates in a circle and everything's there.
Yeah.
But I will get them typed up. I'll get them typed up and we'll go.
Yeah. So good, right?
Yes.
So good.
All right. These signs are huge. I keep looking down. I guess that's better, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we bought twist ties because we noticed that a lot of people, because South Fulton County was just incorporated as a city, they don't have everything up and running yet, like code enforcement. So the signs that we've seen have been twist tied, not twist tied, but the zip tie. They've been zip tied to the poles.
Right, because that's what pisses the code enforcement off more, because that's kind of considered vandalism on public property. So be careful with that. But I'm sure the investors are doing that because they're trying to make it more difficult for the code enforcement to remove them. Because if the code enforcement has to get out of their vehicle, climb a tree or a pole to go cut it off every single time, that gets really tiresome. But when they're in the ground on the regular wire stakes or wood stakes, it's really easy to lift them up and just move them, to the back of the truck. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
So that's probably the logic behind why they're doing what they're doing.
Okay. So maybe I have the twist ties, but maybe I use those for my handwritten signs.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then I kind of want to use it for these because it's like I spent money on these.
No, you did. But the zip ties are really easy to just puncture a hole in between the corrugated like holes.
Yeah.
And then you get the zip ties from like Home Depot, the long ones, or even from like Dollar General. That's where I get mine.
Okay.
You can get the black ones or you can
Cool.
get the clear ones. It's up to you.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Good.
Yes.
Wow. So we discussed a lot, ma'am. Let's get it.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm having more information about what's going on. Oh, I just got an offer on a house in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to go back and check everything. This one's not available until May, but when I started reading it, if the person hasn't paid and they don't pay, they automatically just send a deed to you on that date.
Right, because it's the 3-year mark. It's already delinquent.
Yeah. So now, I think that too, when I go back and look, I think I have to pay the next year taxes, even though since I have the certificate with Alabama, I have to check that. But the house I got today, it's a small house, it's 5 rooms, it's really tiny, and there's no updated picture since 2016. Though I'm right here next to Birmingham, I can hop over there if I want to. However, when I went to skip trace the owners, it seems like they still live there.
With the delinquent taxes? Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you are issued the deed, we would have to go back to Alabama state law to confirm that you have the right to immediate possession. I believe you probably do because they have a 3-year right of rescission. So like shit, you had a really long time. You know what I'm saying? So once that deed is issued, you're not the owner anymore. You're just not. You had 36 good months to rectify that situation for yourself. So yeah, state of Alabama is a little peculiar there. But once that redemption period has expired, after the deed is issued, we have to confirm if there is an additional redemption period after the deed. Like, what rights do the previous property owner have, if any at all? And then, do you have the right to immediate possession?
Okay.
You need to know. So, for example, in the state of Florida, once the tax deed is issued, that's it. Like, you are the new owner, and there's no right of redemption after that. You have the right to immediate possession. So that's the biggest difference. You just want to confirm that. So go check out Alabama's laws and just make sure you got the link to it. Just make sure that immediate, you can do Control F or Command F and search your keywords so you don't have to read the entire law. You could just go for what you could just go to the section or the paragraph in the statute that is relevant to what you want to do. That's what I do. I mean, I don't necessarily read the whole law. You know what I mean? Like, I just read sections that I need a question answered for.
Okay.
Yeah. Because reading the whole law is a little overwhelming sometimes, and you may not even have the amount of time to do that. But eventually, by the time you go section to section, eventually you end up reading the whole thing. You may just not read it consecutively from start to finish.
Exactly. Okay.
Cool.
Cool beans.
Cool. So I'm here for you. Let me know any updates, any anomalies. Congratulations on your new purchase in Alabama. Hot dang. What's that, 2? You up to 2 or 3? Where you at now?
I'm up to 3. If I get this one, it'll be 4.
Yeah, you literally are playing with my emotions. Literally playing with my emotions. Right. Anyway.
Yes, I have 3 under my belt right now.
Okay.
One I the deed for in April, the other 2 May, and then the other one will be the following year, but it'll be January.
Okay. So the question I have for you is as follows. Did you look up the I know you have done your due diligence, but did you look up the market value for each of those properties?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So total, what is the market value for those properties?
I have my spreadsheet up right here. Alabama, where are you? Did I put my purchases here? I didn't put the totals. So my 3 Let me look and see what I have that's already green on here, because I've put them all green.
Mm-hmm.
So this one was the estimated value, which we took from PropStream. This one was $10,000, and that's the one that I get the deed for beginning of next year. I know that one was kind of low, but it was low due to like it hadn't had any repairs or anything. The last picture of it, like the lighting needs to be redone and everything else. But I got that one for $200.
But that's the purchase price. That's not the value of the property. So what I'm asking you is the value of each of the tax lien certificates that you bought, the properties that secured the tax lien. Because now we're talking, I want you to be cognizant of your net worth increase. Because when you get a deed for each of those properties, they're now yours. They're part of your assets now.
Okay. So what I have here is the estimated value. We did the estimated value we didn't do from PropStream, actually. We did the estimated value from the county. Because we did the low end. So don't do that either.
That's okay. So what is the county's assessed value?
Okay, so the assessed value on one was $10,476.
476?
Yeah. I'm missing some. And then let me go over here to
value 476 or 10,476.
10,476.
Okay.
All right. And then this one was 782. This one was 32,000.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then the third one is $21,000.
Okay.
And then if I take this last one, which was, where is it? This last one I got the offer on is $40,000.
Okay, so let's add that together, shall we?
Yes.
You are tripping. All right. So 40,000 plus 21,000 plus 32,000 plus 10,500.
Mm-hmm.
You've increased your net worth by $103,500. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna make me start cussing in here and acting a fool. Okay, JaShena? Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Okay.
You
I've been doing it.
Are winning.
I'm working. I work at it hard.
Well, I'm just trying to help you understand what that means to you and your family. Like, you literally have assets that you will be able to sell, you'll be able to cash flow, you'll be able to do a lot of different things with, but you literally have increased your own net worth for a Black woman. Black women normally have negative net worth. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because we have more debt than we have assets.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do for me. I want you to download a net worth spreadsheet. You could probably get one off the internet. Just Google it. Net worth spreadsheet. And I want you to be really transparent with yourself. You know, you don't got to share, you don't got to show a mirror. He got his own debt, you know. So I want you to put your liabilities on there, the stuff that you, JaShena, owe.
Okay.
All right. You could do one with him if you'd like. You could do an our spreadsheet, but I want you to do a your spreadsheet. Okay. So you got your liabilities and your assets. Part of your assets will be the addresses of each of those properties. Put them in there and put their assessed values. And that's at minimum, correct? Because they could be worth more, but that's at minimum. Down at the bottom of that spreadsheet, it's going to calculate the difference between the two, the difference between your liabilities and all of your gross assets, and then it's going to give you your net worth.
Okay.
Now you got a decision to make, which is, what is your net worth goal? Remember we talked about that? I want you to have a net, because people don't think, they think about cash goal. They think about cash flow goal, savings goals. They don't ever, especially us assists, we don't ever talk about our net worth goal. We admire people that have high net worth, but we don't know how to create it for ourselves.
Right.
And right now you are using the tax deed strategy to increase your net worth, one property at a time. You're already at $103,000. I don't know what your liabilities are, but I'm gonna ask you a question. How long do you think it will be before you're worth $250,000? Think about it.
If I keep on this track, not long, because the only liability, honestly, that I have right now is my student loans. We will probably.
Do you have joint credit cards? If you had joint credit cards, then that's yours too.
I have one, but we don't keep any balance on it. Like it's basically emergency purposes.
All right, cool. So, I mean, if you did have balances, then you would include that as your liability, especially if it's joint, because it's going to be yours. It's 100% yours and 100% his at 100% of the time. That's how debt goes.
We basically use it use it for emergency, or if I'm out and I don't have enough, I'll swipe it and he'll automatically pay it off.
Oh my gosh, that's cool. I love husbands. I don't have one, but one day I will. So
yes, you will. You speak existence right now.
Existence right now. So for my tax deed genius course, I need you to give me a testimonial.
Okay.
What we're talking about, like right now.
Okay.
You know, like I was able to increase my net worth by X dollars because I bought this amount of properties in this amount of time, with Jackie showing me how to do it. You know, something like that.
Okay, I can do that.
That's golden.
You want me to type it out, or you want me to type it out and do like a picture or something like that?
You could do a video.
Okay, cool.
You could do a video, and you can do the property addresses or whatever it is, and you did it all remotely, like literally sight unseen. But because you were so educated, you were able to evaluate the risk and make an educated decision for yourself. That's dope.
Exactly.
That's a skill that no one can ever take away from you. Ever.
I love it.
So when you're ready to beat yourself up that you're not doing anything and you feel like, oh, I haven't done a wholesale deal. Well, them chicks who's doing wholesale deal is not worth $103,000.
Nope. They got the cash, but they don't have the net worth. And you know what? To be honest with you, 3 of these properties I'm looking at, and 3 of them I'm pretty doggone sure that I'm gonna set them up at Section 8.
Too easy.
Yep.
Too easy, Sheena. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, are you with me or no? If I hear you do fix your face, just fix your mouth one good time to complain about anything that you don't got, I'm be like, really? Today, I'm not even gonna put up with you today.
Okay. I won't complain. I'm gonna keep persevering, keep increasing the net worth, keep increasing the building of the business. I won't complain.
And I wanted to specifically do this with you so that you can see, because I realized that maybe you didn't really fully grasp it, but this is what I want you to see.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't
have accomplished within your time with us working together.
Yes.
So like your rate of return on your investment in your coaching is like, I don't even know how many percentages. It's in the thousands.
Yes. I didn't even look at it like that. So yes.
You have to be able to quantify that.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
So like you could really speak to, you like, listen, if you ever were on the fence about getting mentoring or coaching from anyone, I'm gonna need you to get up off your high horse and invest in yourself, because this is what happened to me when I invested in myself and my education. I could be dropped in any city, on any place on the planet, and I know how to make money.
That's true.
That's true. That was the objective.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That makes me feel good.
Praise God. Praise God. Woo! So good. Anyway, I gotta get to my next client is like in the next like 3 minutes at noon. But I'm going to download this video, upload it to your folder, and then you can go back and rewatch it in the event that you want to like tweak, get the marketing that we discussed for your.
That works.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jackie.
No problem. Talk to you later, beautiful.
Talk to you later. All right.
Bye.